What's up, YouTube? So we are going into the final week of the league. We are now at 2,000 points for our army construction. So I decided to roll with this. So this is post data slate. So the Dark Angels do have their nerfs. So Inner Circle do not get permanent transhuman. Only way now is to use a stratagem on Primaris units. And that's a CP, so you'll be burning through CP. So I just, I'm going to take all Primaris and one block of Terminators for Deathwing. And then we got a little Raven Wing because they did not have anything to do with that nerf. So let's check out our list. So we got quite a few characters here. Oh, let me go over the mission we'll be playing this week. So the mission we'll be playing this week is Conversion. So it's a corner deployment, 9 inches from the center, 5 objectives on the field. So the only thing special about this mission is that there's a leading from the front effect on the game. So you only get a CP at the start, guaranteed if your warlord pretty much is on the battlefield. If it's deep striked or if it's in a transport, you have to roll a d6. If it's a 1 to 3, you do not get your CP for that battle round, or sorry, for that turn. So it's incentivizing you to not hide your warlord and just get him in the battle. So yeah, So let's go over our what relics we chose. So relics and warlord traits. So we had 6 CP for Arks of Omen, plus 2 for 8 total, because we're taking Azrael as our warlord. So, oh, and that's the old model. I do have the new one coming in. Hopefully it comes in this week so I could get it ready for next week for the final 2 matches. So Azrael as the warlord gives that 2 CP. Invul Invul Aura within 6 inches. You reroll 1s to hits and reroll all hits in the command phase. You choose a unit, and until your next command phase, they reroll all hits. So very, very useful and good. I'm bringing a 10-man block of Desolation Marines to give that reroll all hits, and it counts until your next command phase, so even better. Let me get back to the warlord traits and relics. So the first one is a Talon Master. And I kind of got all these old speeder models, so I'm just using them as my speeders for this game. So this Talon Master, I kind of just threw this old model on top to show you that he is a character. So yeah, that's my Talon Master. He has the relic, Arbiter's Gaze, always hits on a 2-up, and even on Overwatch, which is pretty cool. He has a lot of shots. All strength, not strength, AP -1, but additional -1 for 2 total, because you're in Devastator Doctrine. And also the target gets no benefits to cover. Very, very good. Reroll 1s to wound aura also. So yeah, very useful. I'll have him babysitting the Terminator blob in the middle. What else? We got the Blade Guard Ancient over here. He has the classic relic, Pennant of Remembrance. In command phase, choose a core unit. They get -1 damage till your next command phase. So he'll be babysitting the Terminator blob as well. Next we have the Primaris Apothecary over here. So Primaris Apothecary, I actually loaded him up with 2 things. So he has Rites of War Warlord trait, gives core characters within 6 inches objective secured. He has the Relic Armor and Dominus. So because he's so critical to the blob, I kind of wanted to kit him out more. I've never done this league, so this is the first time. So yeah, so he has Armor and Dominus, gives you +1 total wound to 6 wounds total. Turns a save to a 2-up save, and he has a once per game. I can activate when he takes when he's about to make a save. He gets a 3-up invul, so makes him very hard to kill. If I'm lucky, he'll take a lot of hits and survive. So yeah, so that's the Primaris Apothecary, and I chose the Primaris Apothecary because I really needed the points and I felt like I did not need Raven Wing. I didn't need that extra speed because he's always, all my games I've played, he's always been with the Terminator blob. So I just felt like I needed just something cheaper, and I could use those points elsewhere. Anyway, so my last relic, I'm giving it to the Desolation Sergeant in the 10-man block over here. So this Sergeant will have the relic, the Master Crafted Vanguard Launcher. So that makes a weapon that's not already master crafted and extra damage. So he has a Vanguard Launcher, which is strength 6, AP -2 in Devastator Doctrine, and damage 3, D6 attacks. That's pretty good. That could punches way above its class at that stat range, I feel like. So, and he already has, you can make him have ballistic skill 2. He gets +1 to ballistic skill when he shoots, or sorry, +1 to hit, so 1 up. And then he gets the -1 when he, shoots out of line of sight. Reroll all hits from Azrael. Pretty good. And then if I reroll 1 aura from the Talon Master, yeah, this block of 10-man Desolation Marines can get pretty killy. All right, so those are all the Warlord traits and relics that I took. I'll just go over kind of again, even though I kind of already did, of what models I'm taking. So yeah, even with the post-nerf, I still think the 10-man block is pretty good. They have a 1 damage reduction. They're going to get wounded. Toughness 4 is still average, but with the 1 damage reduction, they have healing, or they have a 6-up feel no pain. They have a 5-up feel no pain to mortal wounds because of Lazarus. Lazarus gives a 5-up feel no pain against mortal wounds, so that's always helpful. But yeah, and they have Storm Shield, so they have a 2-up save going to a 1-up, 0-up if they're in cover. They have that 4-up invul, so they're still pretty hard to kill. 3 wounds each. Most things are going to be wasting a lot of resources to kill them. If they spend 2 to 3 turns trying to kill this blob of Terminators that they're still undercosted with all their free gear. That's more turns of non-LOS shooting from Desolation Marines. We have 20 total, and they're buffed by Azrael for their full reroll shooting. And I'll probably kit within 6 inches another 5-man squad of Deso Marines to give them those reroll ones to hit. So yeah, I still think a blob of Terminator Marines is worth carrying. Yeah, so Lazarus, I'm bringing Lazarus. He'll be babysitting the Terminator Marines as well. He'll be giving them that 5-up feel no pain against mortals. And he does have something pretty cool. If he dies in combat, he gets a free fight on death. So that's just a little cool thing that'll come in handy. His weapon's pretty good, so nothing to scoff at. We already went over Azrael, what he does, Banner Blade Ancient, the Apothecary, and then over here, we're gonna be using the Watcher as our Acolyte. So just Acolytes, they cost 10 points. If you have 10 points, you should just take this. It has infantry keywords, so you could just use them to sit on a point, do actions. Yeah, he just is useless, but he's a point filler. Can just deny deep strikers. Yeah, he's actually, I feel like he'll be useful. This is my first time running an Acolyte, so I'll see how it goes in our game. Talon Master, you all know what he does. Bunch of shots. He has the relic, so he's hitting on 2s. Can't be modified, so that's always good. We already went over the Desolation Marines and just a big block of them. No LOS shooting with rerolls, always good. Over here for the Raving Wind component, so these I'm actually going to be running them as just regular speeders. Even though they have an assault cannon, I'm running them as regular speeders with multi-meltas. My plan for these guys is just to race and get on points because they get the extra 3 inches in Devastator Doctrine. So I'll probably advance them Give him that 4-up invul from Jink. Get him on points. Yeah, that's the strategy. If you take behind enemy lines, you could get him back there, but I probably would not do that turn 1 because I would just get smacked. And then over here, we have a Landspeeder Tornadoes. So the Landspeeder Tornadoes has an assault cannon and heavy bolter. Just a little bit extra weapons, but I believe same profile, so it's still easy to pop. So I'm kind of giving a lot of points to bring them down for vehicles, but because they have no wounds, they kind of aren't worth a lot of points. So I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points for vehicles. Not bad. I have a lot of characters, so if they take assassination and actually are able to kill characters, I think I'm in trouble. So yeah, that is my army that I'll be bringing to the match. And then we'll go over to our opponent, and he is playing Sisters of Battle. So this will be a little tricky because I've never played against Sisters ever, actually, in Warhammer 40k. I know they're a lot of shooty, but they are squishy, so we'll see how we do.
All right, so we're here today with Argent Shroud Sisters. So shooting emphasis always counts as stationary in the in the shooting phase. So advance and shooting everything. With Hand of the Emperor active, it's going to be +1 to my advances and charges. So I'm going to be running across the board, trying to keep very, very far away from the Dark Angels while shooting them a lot.
Nice. And then what relics did you bring? And Warlord traits.
Yeah. So I'm bringing the Rosarius something. Basically, I can reroll Miracle Dice while my Dogmata is on the board. And then my Canoness is bringing Relentless Rage, which is reroll all hit rolls and wound rolls in melee.
Just her?
Just her, yeah. Nice. Not an aura.
Double wielding swords? Dang.
Yes. She is upgraded with Wrath of the Emperor. It's like the little points upgrade. So her swords are Strength 6, AP 3, 3 damage flat.
Nice.
So somewhat threatening.
Nice. Very cool. All right, so yeah, that is the Sisters of Battle army. Never played against them, so this will be a fun game. So we're gonna set up our train and then get to roll off for battle round 1. All right, so we are deployed. We did player place terrain, and this is what we did. I only was able to do 7, and you got quite a few too. I need to practice on getting my maximum 8, but yeah, we deployed like that. Put my little lonely acolyte there to try to run up and maybe yeet that point. He'll probably die. He's 10 points, so whatever. We forward deployed here, little toe in on the objective. And yeah, that's it. We chose, Daniel chose this as the shrine he has to get for the secondary. And yeah, it'll be a good battle. A lot of sisters and men of the shadows will die. All right, we're gonna roll off to see who goes first. Rolling here, I got a 1. Oh shit. Oh, all right, good luck.
So command phase, Dogmata rolled, handed out her ability for 6s to hit with heavy bolt or with bolt weapons, auto wound. Handed out objective secured to this squad of dominions here, and then basically my entire army advanced, shifted towards my shrine.
They're coming for me.
All right, so pretty mediocre. I got on the board, but really only did some plink damage to some Terminators and some Desolation squads.
Oh yeah, and charge. Only one thing tried to charge. The Canoness failed what was it, 7-inch charge?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could have guaranteed it, but he decided to keep his miracle dice, so. Just 2 lonely, sad boys here. Nothing too threatening. All right, so movement phase done. So command phase, everyone did the usual stuff. Banner Ancient did the -1 damage on the Terminators, +1 to hit on the Terminators. Azrael did his reroll full hits on the Desolation squad. What else happened? Telemaster has something, but there was no one in range, so I didn't do his ability. Movement phase, these guys kind of just hung out. They moved up a little bit so they could see through the ruins. These guys moved up into cover, and we're probably gonna try to toe in and claim this if we could kill this squad here, because they have objective secured, as do my guys here, because they're troops. These guys stayed here for the +1 to hit. All of these speeders moved 21 inches, 18 plus 3 in Devastator Doctrine. So they just moved up, and they're just protecting the little acolyte for Lookout Sir, our little crappy character. All right, so we're gonna go to shooting and see what we can take out. All right, so shooting bottom of round 1. So all the Desolation Marines, we actually healed 1 Desolation Marine back to the 10-man squad, so there's 9 left there. Full shooting, we were able to take out both Paragon warsuits. We took out the objective secured squad that was here. And the squad, all these land speeders, I was actually surprised that they did some damage, but I mean, they're shooting. I got lucky because they were hitting on 4s instead of 3s because they advanced for the invul save that I wanted. I didn't think they'd do damage, but they did, and they wiped 4 out of 5. He insane bravery to keep 1 on the point. What else did we do? We did some chipped. I think we killed like 1 guy in the squad.
Yeah, got her.
We shot and charged this unit, killed 2 out of 5. He smacked me back, didn't do anything. So he'll probably fall back and just eliminate them. And that was, and this squad charged that squad. That was the only charges for close combat. That is it for battle round 1. Going into 2, and we will score. All right, so movement and command phase is done for top of round 2. Dogmata gave objective secured on this squad, correct?
Yeah, the retributors up front.
All right. That squad fell back. They don't care about shooting because we have all these shots coming at us. And dual swords in melee. The character has a 1-inch charge, so she can't fail this time. Everyone over here started just flipping, rotating around. So these fly girls moved up, kind of outran Morven Ball, so she just moved over here behind that house to get cover from shooting. Over here, all these sisters started moving up so they can start smacking our land speeders into the ground. And our lone acolytes just hanging out like, what's up, bro? And we got these little sarcophagi moving up here to finish them off in close combat, I'm sure. All right, top of turn 2 shooting. So all these sisters dumped their shots into these land speeders. We lost 2 land speeders. Both of these are wounded. This guy has 1 for the tornadoes. The regular land speeder has 3, but he's about to have none. Shooting from that lone guy in here, and I think like 2 random guys here. Shot into this 5-man squad, killed 1. Morven Ball over there. These retributors and the rhino, they shot into the 9-man squad that was left alive. Killed 4, there's 5 guys left. Charges happened. This sarcophagus charged there. And those are soon to be also gone over here. We'll find out. Let's see how unlucky these rolls are. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s, I'm sure.
She did re-rolling everything.
Okay, they're dead.
Yeah.
All right, end of battle round 1 combat. So, of course, he smacked the shit out of that speeder. It flew into the junk pile over here, consolidated into my character, Acolyte, and my other speeder. Over here, that dual-wielding sister of the night smacked those bad boys into the body pile. And that is the end of the top of 2. We scored 4 sisters, 2 points for Leap of the Faith, and 3 points for Defend the Shrine. All right, bottom of battle round 2, movement and command phase. Command phase, regular stuff happened for the Terminator blob there, for damage reduction, hit stuff, healing, heal the last wound that was missing on that Terminator. All these guys stayed where they were for that sweet +1 to hit for Dark Angels. This Talon Master fell back here, touching the ruin, so I could see this squad that's touching that ruin. The land speeder fell back all the way here behind cover. That guy only fell back as much as he could. He's totally gonna get the shit shot out of him, but it's fine. This 5-man squad that wasn't damaged yet moved up so I could see this rhino and shoot it with its rockets. And we'll see what we can do. I kind of want to clear all this off the point. Some random characters and models will probably still be alive, but as much as I can do, I need to take out these meltas because they are nasty. I want to kill these guys. We'll see how much we can clear. I think I underestimate my shooting, so let's see if I get punished. Actually, I don't think I will underestimate because I only have 6 guys left in that 10-man squad. So yeah, we'll see what we can do in shooting. All right, shooting is done. This squad and this four-man squad shot the Rhino that was here with their rockets. Their non-line of sight shots took out the Seraphim that were over here. The 8-man squad or 6-man squad here, non-line of sight shots took out the random squad here that was hanging out, and we shot Morgan Ball to 1 health. The Talon Master did some work, took out the 4 surviving Retributors. Were they?
Yes. Yeah. Right.
And took out 3 from the squad over there in the corner. And that was it. We're going to charges. And these Terminators shot missiles into this guy here, put him to 2 health. We're going to go to charges, probably delete this guy.
Yes.
All right, combat was super quick. Terminators charged in. I placed them so that they're still within 3. So if he wants to shoot me, he has to come up to me, but the smack back will be painful. We destroyed that. What are those called?
Mortifiers.
Mortifiers. But this one is still alive with 2 life. So we just have these guys in the corner, but they still have some pretty strong shooting. Going to top of 3. Yep, top of round 3. So Sisters went. Command phase gave auto wounds to 6s on this squad here. And kind of just shuffled around. One guy peeking out to shoot the Desolation Marines. Over here, moved up to charge my lone banner blade for my damage reduction. Over here, these sisters just moved on the point to just double team my little acolyte. He's so innocent. So let's see what happens. All right, so this is the end of the top of battle round 3. So, shooting phase. So the Mortifier shot and, the Mortifier did not shoot. These 2 guys shot into the Terminators, killed one. I killed the guy with the missile launcher and I rolled a 4-up so he could make a single shooting attack. 2 missiles shot into the Mortifier and killed him. They killed another Terminator with missiles. I tried to shoot at Morven Ball and failed. Other shooting, he was able to kill 1 Desolation Marine here with a multi-melta. And the rest of them just did some plink damage, didn't kill anyone. That's it, no charges going into my turn. He was able to score his Sanctuary still. I think the only way I'll get on that point is if I kill everyone. All right, this is a quick movement phase for me. So all the Desolation Marines stayed where they were because I want them to have that +1 to hit and shooting. The Terminators, I got really feisty. I wanted to charge them, but I should play it safe and stay in the middle with my to protect my characters from being ganked. Talon Master moved up here to toe in on the point. Hopefully we take out these units so we can claim this objective and deny that shrine for 2 turns. And yeah, let's go to shooting. All right, so this is the end of shooting phase, top of 4, or sorry, bottom of 4, or is bottom of 3? This is such a long game.
Bottom of 3.
Bottom of 3. So the Talon Master that moved up here was able to nuke that character, the dog Mata. We were able to clear. Oh, Canada, sorry.
Barely.
Yeah, barely. With the one wound that went through killed her. So all the Desolation Marines here with their non-LOS shots, they're able to clear all the units here except for this character. That's the dog Mata. And then after they cleared it, the Talon Master was able to nuke the Canoness. As they shot, I put all the Vanguard launchers from the sergeants into Morven Ball. We were able to take that final wound off her. And then we shot our rockets into the single surviving sister of the squad that was on the point. And that was it for things we could shoot. All those other models are just hiding there behind the ruins where we can't see them. And that was it. We kind of called it there because I would just get on the points and start scoring. So yeah, that was a game. Good game. It was fun against the sisters. I was surprised that they have, I guess everyone has toughness 3. That's the bad thing. Yep. But their shooting is pretty good. A lot of melta guns that slapped. But yeah, the Terminator blob still not bad, I think, even without transhuman for free. So pretty good. I just moved transhuman onto these guys instead. Yeah, good game, and I'll send a picture at the end of this video of the score.